the recording. I just started it, but damn, I really got to stop doing that. I told you I'm discombobulated. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get in the meeting notes here. 82, 361. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so if y'all have questions, go ahead and put them in. Now, you'll notice that with this, I have decided to take away any indicators having to do with ICT. Um, so just in case anybody had any questions about that, I've decided to take it away. Don't know if we have beginners, but I'm going to assume that we do. So, taking the advice of what some people said and like kind of going through sectors and showing what I do. Hopefully this helps. And then we go from there. Then we'll move into what we're looking at for this week for the compounding, and then also just plays in general. Um, some of them I may alert for Tensho alert, some of them I may alert for compounding. It's really only two that I'm looking at for the compounding. Three. Yeah, three. Um, and we'll see how they work out. Just so everybody knows, my balance currently is $449 and change in the port. Good play with the MRK, the initial call out. The one that went over 70%. Hopefully you guys took your profit when you were supposed to. Bad play, well, not a bad play, because honestly, it did end up, what was it, the puts that I called out? It did end up, going down. It's just it hit my stop loss before it went down. So I had to absorb that stop loss, that 30%. And that's hence the reason why it dropped it back down to 450. Right now, in my opinion, the market's in a very manipulative state. Um, so, like for example, CPI came in bearish, right? What do? We went bearish for half the day, and then things ran up. Even this week is looking bearish, but I'm not necessarily entirely sold on that because it also seems like we're not really going to have that true correction until we hit all-time highs and very close, but also at the same time for ES, there is, well, I said I was going to not use ICT concept, but there's an area in ES that we keep rejecting off of. So if you ask me, it seems like there's not really much institutional sponsorship behind a lot of the moves that we saw last week. And so like for me that just seems like a lot of manipulation. I feel like even if we do hit all-time highs, there's like probably a bunch of sell orders sitting right above that, to finally rip the market to the downside. But we'll see what happens. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and look at SPY. Now, as a rule of thumb, when you're looking at SPY, you do also want to go ahead and check out ES. That really does help. That's futures. Even if you don't trade it, you still want to see what the futures are doing as well too. So, let's just go ahead and take a look at it now. Right. So, I already have my broad information drawn out. Um, and then obviously we had, let me zoom in here, go one screen. There we go. That's much better, right? So we had the double top over here, and then obviously we took out those highs, hence the reason why we have our broadening formation. Currently a hammer for right now on the quarter. And again, it just, as you can see, let me get rid of this real quick so you can kind of see, we kind of double topped, right? Quarter's obviously not closed, but we kind of double topped. So there is a struggle to get above this point right here, the 484, 484, 150. So I would suggest that, if price does push up above higher than that, again, it'll break through the broadened formation. Um, be careful around that area, right? Not saying that it can't continue to push, but just to see the way that price has been struggling thus far to get above it, um, yeah, it makes me feel. It kind of makes me feel like back when I first started trading from 2020 going into 2021, market was looking kind of similar and feeling kind of similar. Um, or was it 2021 going into 2022? Let me see. Where was this? 2020 going into. Then we had our. When was the drop though? I think it's actually, yeah, 2021 going into 2022, and then we had the drop. So yeah, as you can see, right, the last quarter market's looking, pretty green. Um, Actually, this is around the time that I got screwed bad. Um, and it wasn't in this quarter that I blew the account, but it was in this quarter, that the second quarter where I blew the account. But um, it kind of made like this, what happened here is kind of making me feel like that's what's probably happening over here as well too. So just have a healthy, paranoia of things. Um, if we do manage to pull back before taking all-time highs, just make sure you mark out some areas of support, like down here. Actually, could probably even start up here at 435, and then also you have this area down here as well too. Just be aware of that. I know that's red. I should color that green. There you go. All right. So first area, they're on a long-term scale. Obviously, I'm not talking short term, right? But right now, it seems like we're trying to push to get to all-time highs. If we can do that, I would probably say that February is probably going to end up being bearish heading into March as well too. Hence the reason why you hear like J Money was talking about setting up puts for February and March, a little bit long term, because what goes up must eventually come down. Looking at the monthly as well too. So again, we TTO'd up on the month, right? 2-2 continuation. So the expectation is, yeah, that we do go. What happened to my numbers? Hold on one second. Why is the number not showing? Yeah, it should be showing. Must be glitching. Okay. Either way. Did we? No, we didn't. So we're